They're preparing the motion camera.
Wow. Well,
So
watching the motion camera here, it looks pretty nice.
So we have the first heat of the senior men categories, and Ivan Silvier is very fast.
Yes, even we are creating a big gap down to Peter Mike in second position. Really going for this time that will get him on to the next round immediately, so he doesn't have to do an extra 500 meters tomorrow morning.
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah. Right now also the winner of the double sprint yesterday, you can see he's doing really fast lap time, a split of 26.102 for Ivan Silvier.
Very, very fast.
And let's see what the first time on the 500 will be at
45.514.
We saw first in the senior women, we saw Maria Loretta from Bond Cortisol World Team breaking the track record unofficially, because it has to be broken in the final of the double sprint. But then in the senior men, we saw Jan Martin Mende break the track record for the senior men as well, and shortly after it was broken by Ivan Silvier, his teammate, for a new unofficial track record.
Yes, and Jan Martin Mende now is on the track, and he shows us his good shape. He's fast again.
Closely followed by Jolan Pristing, sorry, I think. Another brother pair. And Alfonso Silva now on the... blocked by Jolan Pristing here in the last corner. Alfonso Silva again trying on the outside, but Jan Martin Mende taking the win of this heat.
And we have a time of 41.177.
Two really young sprinters, but exciting to see what time they can put down here. Jacob Melton finishing third in the qualification for the double sprint yesterday.
Oh, what an explosive start of Jacob Melton.
Yeah, and a good first corner, but closely followed by Lawrence. Jacob Melton is really going fast.
Coming from the outside to the inside. And again, well, for the last lap.
A split of 25.892.
Also extremely fast.
A little bit faster than even Silvier, I think, actually.
Yes, Ivan Silvier was 22nd low, and in the end we have 43.94, so he's 2/10 seconds
right
fast.
now here, Kulin Chang from Chinese Taipei, Mateus Kanya in the second position, and Philip Duschmidt in the Kali skate suit as well, followed by Kipran Ghazali from Malaysia. But a false start here, first false start of the senior men. And I think we saw the Chinese Taipei skater doing the false start here.
Yes.
Let's see here for the restart of the fourth qualification.
The 20 fastest skaters will go to the 8th final directly.
And a pretty good start from the inner lane for the Chinese Taipei skater, creating a little gap to Mateus Kanya. Maybe he can close that gap. Going a little bit tighter in the first corner than the Chinese Taipei skater, maybe. And also followed by the Danish skater Philip Duschmidt, more of a long distance skater. Maybe we'll see him later today in the points.
I'm sure. But Li Yangkuo really is fast with a split time of 25.88. So another time under 41 seconds.
That's a really good time from him.
And another skater from Taktino, Germany, Simon Albrecht is racing. Formula World Games winner. From double F, we see Sitsi Trost. He's showing too.
Sitsi Trost here hanging on for dear life behind Simon Albrecht, trying to get the fastest time as possible. Doing a great job here in the sprint.
Doing in a clean last lap, Simon Albrecht. And another time under young cadet skater, now skating with the mobile camera.
And it's funny here, I think we see the Bond skater from India. He's on a, it looks like it's at the TLTF wheel, but I think it's the new power slide wheel actually. With the same hub of the TLTF, making it look a bit similar, but actually with a different urethane on the wheel, which makes the wheel really different from the TLTF wheel. Of course, because I can't skate anymore, I haven't tried the wheel, but looks very similar to the TLTF wheel. I just wonder if it's as good. We will see, I guess. We see some skaters on it here. Also last weekend in Goskea we saw some skaters skating on it. But I think it's a combination of the Manao urethane and the TLTF hub.
Side B, on the inside, Zhu Shao. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little collide there. I hope we get a replay from that. I would like to see what happened. Maybe it was a false start. But they let it go for quite long, that false start.
There was no false start shown, so the collision would be...
I think the collision was the reason why they restarted the race.
Oh, they're very, very close together.
It's a more close qualification heat we see here. Maybe with a chance of some overtaking if we're lucky. Like we see the Chinese Taipei skater going a little bit wider than usual, also creating gap for overtaking on the inside now. Milan Brinsting trying actually to overtake Anthony Freitas, but without luck, sadly.
In the end, we have a time.
Lucas Silva from Chile and for the NL Racing International on the inside. After him we see in the second position Mathis Rocher from France, from the Power Slide with Marco World team.
I miss one Chilean skater this year.
Yeah, Christopher Verdugo. Not here. And I think we saw a false start here in the qualification, number 8. Would it be from the USA skater Hayden Cruz with a false start?
Yes.
Hopefully no other false starts, and especially not for him, because then we will see the red card coming up and then it's a disqualification, which we don't want.
No, this was very close.
A close one. Mathis Rocher looked a little bit early on that start, but maybe just a good reaction time for him.
Maybe good reaction time, maybe lots of luck.
Maybe lots of luck, we will see. Lucas Silva actually doing pretty fast here on the front, creating a gap down to the power slide skater.
Mathis Rocher.
Let's look for his split time. 26.486 could be around 41 as well. Oh, almost crashing there. I think he lost a lot of speed for his qualification, but still a pretty fast time. I think also sometimes for skaters not used to this fast track, they come in and they sometimes have a hard time to control the speed around the corners, which can sometimes lead to small missteps that can create some situations like that.
As I've been speaking to a lot of skaters skating on the asphalt road circuit in Trasquero and coming here to skate on this macro. On the first laps they say, it's completely different feeling than skating on the asphalt in Trasquero. Coming here, the corners are so fast, and the feeling in between this macro and the asphalt is so different.
Yes, I know it for sure for myself as well. Like always the transition between road and track, and especially with Marco on asphalt, is It's a pretty weird feeling in the first training. Always after skating on the road track, you feel. I think he has to leave around 3 from Czech, and then he has to drive the whole way. So hopefully he will make it back before the points qualification, so he can qualify for the A final tomorrow. But let's see. School is also important, of course. So he has to finish his studies and then also focus on skating, like most of the young skaters we talked about yesterday.
Adelaide Beach, Samuel Morris, Xia Xing from Chinese Taipei, and Dan Sorder. Is it right? Sorder?
It's from Belgium. And a close heat as well. Samuel Morris there on the inside, trying to go for the overtake, but blocked by the Chinese Taipei skater. But again, going for that inside and the hawk finish here. And a win by Samuel. Got a lot better as a skater the last couple of years. Really trained a lot, and you can really see that paid off in his training and racing as well. But more of a long distance guy, maybe, of course.
Janne Seifert also is racing for the Tex Racing team. Full start for home, Livio.
Livio a little bit fast on the gun here, we see. Really eager to get out for his 500 meter to do a good time, I think. And let's see now who will win this start of the restart. Just White with a good start, but Livio Wenger here really protecting the inside to get first into the first corner. Let's see what Livio Wenger can do. Also, if we have to talk about the overall ranking for the senior men, Livio Wenger did quite good yesterday, almost making it into the top 10.
He was very fast on this fly lap.
With a good 500 meter, he could also be a contender for the overall ranking. Now a nice inside pass from Livio Wenger here for the senior men.
Yes, I'm sure. Quite fast.
Oh, and a close decision by Josh White and Livio Wenger. Let's see what time Livio Wenger has.
Will not be qualified directly.
He has to take his second chance tomorrow and tomorrow morning's 500 meter reportage race. Oh, almost a crash here from Brad Levens from the double FF team. But Julio Mirena from Shistow's inline, the Paraguay skater in the front, putting up the pace and a gap down to the second skater of this group. Nice inside pass there, Brad Levens also. With 1 lap to go. Speed of 26.751.
Not too fast.
Let's see what his time will be.
But Julio Marina surely is the man for a long distance race.
Also a good contender for
them. Working well together.
Yes, I think it's a strong combination of Julio Marina, Manuel Taipo, and a few other skaters as well on that team, creating a quite good atmosphere for also making some good results in the long distance races.
Let's have a look on Kai Schipper from Skate Boulevard ISP, but many people know. He's working here in the arena Geisingen. He was doing all the preparation together with his team, and they did really well, I think, so far.
I think
everything goes fine during this AGI 2025. So
I think this AGI in general is such a nice competition with really professional atmosphere as well here on the track, and the whole setup around the track as well.
So thanks a lot.
It's a little bit hard to say, but I also have sometimes a problem with the French names. Can be hard for me to say sometimes.
So we're doing our best and always in a good mind.
Yes, for sure. And the Brazil skater here taking the front.
Guilherme Roca was competing during the World Championships. Also Ronald Haasius not in the race. Also Santiago Vasquez.
Santiago Vasquez, I think, is in Italy this weekend, and Ronald Haasius might be one of the guys just going for the long distance.
Yes, There's,
The two harshest brother are doing.
but they did well yesterday during the 200-meter fly laps.
Yeah, I think he did. One of them did around a 14.6, if I remember correctly. So we have the Kanyas, we have the Dews, we have the Shippers, we have the Kroos.
Yes.
A lot of brothers, probably more than that as well. Maybe also some we don't know if they're in family, but nice to see that it's a sport that can also connect the family a bit.
So we're in qualification heat number 15. Time to beat is 41 for 41. It changed now. It's 41.440.
So Mateus Kanya right now at the 16th place at the risk of missing out on this top 16, making it directly to the next round of the 500 meter. But there's always the second chance tomorrow morning in the reportage race, if I say it correctly.
But we will see 24 qualification.
World champion of the one lap last year in Italy, and also qualified for the World Games, I think.
Yes, he is.
As well, Gus Flavio also had a really good fly lap yesterday, 14.3 for him. Struggling a little bit to follow up with wrong pushes. Maybe he can. Flavio Cruz is more of a long distance guy, so maybe he can close a little bit on that second lap, where the sprinters normally can get a little bit tired.
Third place for Patrick Medecek from Praha. And Ron Kuklic still in the lead.
And we see Flavio Cruz closing the gap a little bit, getting close, but finishing after Ron Kuklic. Camilla Costa here on the inside. Tamino Oma in second position, and Niels Buneman third.
Niels Buneman, yes.
Jano Heidmann on the fourth.
Specialist.
Niels Buneman going to the World Games on the long distance for Germany.
Second time.
Second time, had a bronze medal at the last World Games. I think on the points elimination, which is not a distance anymore, but hopefully he can make a good chance this year at World Games as well. A fast start from Tamino Oma, closely followed by Camilo Acosta from the on the inside. Battling it out here in this 500 meter.
Now Camila Acosta leading. Last lap. Let's have a look at the split time. 26.345.
Maybe a good enough time for the top 16. Camilo Acosta creating a little gap to Tamino Oma. Tamino Oma almost crashing outside of the corner there.
Oh, 47.79.
But such a fast start Tamino Oma has as well. It's impressive to see.
This is very impressive.
Oh, and a false start there. That was...
this one you can see easily.
Yeah.
Okay, slow motion is sometimes awful.
I think it's Francisco Petrilli from Argentina who made the false start right there. Yes, it says here on the screen now as well. So a yellow card for him. No more false starts in this 500 meter, otherwise he is disqualified. Gonzalo Perez also in the second position here on long distance guy.
I think there should be lots of long distance guys from Colombia. We saw it in the juniors category, also in the senior ladies category. Lots of Colombian skaters. They skipped the 500s and they're looking forward to the points and elimination races. How do you think about changing the qualification disciplines in the juniors? We have cadets, youth and seniors qualifying by points.
A bit more hard one with the
even with the new mode.
Yeah, with the new one, it made it even harder. I think shorter but faster, which makes it unbelievable.
Much more physical.
Yes, for sure. It's just like a 5K sprint almost for the senior men. We see sometimes lap times that's close to some of the long distance guys fly lap.
I'm sure we will see it again this year.
Yes.
We have here in this heat we had two skaters going to the Magenta. Let's see if the judges saw it. Arthur Leverpont and Clément Rouillet in the lead, followed by Timo Lennox and Roy and Hugh.
Best. Personally,
Miles
one of my
Mead
favorite
on the
skaters as well.
inside. Now they're fighting for position 1, Miles Mead with the advantage. Now on the inside.
Thomas Bohumski.
Thomas Bohumski passed.
Pretty fast here, but Miles met. Oh, he rejected on the inside there with 1 lap to go.
26.733, the split time of Thomas Bohumski.
Nice to see that on that straight, how Thomas Bohumski was taking the information to block the American skater. They had a close finish there, almost ending up in a barrier.
This helmet he used yesterday, and I think there's room for improvement.
Yes, I think it's...
Other sports have done it before, but it's not easy to bring a like speed skater in wind canal. So
it's different from cycling because your body is also about your position on the skate. You really have to stand in that aerodynamic position. Yes. But we have these shoes, like you say, with the aerodynamic material we're producing now. So maybe helmets is the next way to go with like Stefan do yesterday, getting in those aero helmets for things like fly lap or time trials, like the 500-meter time trials we have right here.
Yes, I've been talking to a triathlon coach, and first things he asked, what are you doing for aerodynamics? And I said, oh, really nothing.
Yeah.
We are fast as well. I was joking. He told me what the TRICE has done for research, scientific research for aerodynamic, especially for the cycling part of the triathlon.
Oh, Stefan do there with a nice overtake. Long distance guy now.
Passing on the inside.
Winning his 500-meter heat here. Also a guy I think to look out for the overall ranking. In Grosjean he finished 6th in the overall.
Yes, 6th. 41.330 for
Daniel Milagros, Ryan Dawson, Leandro Gross and Harry Gary on the start line.
Could also be a very fast heat.
Ryan Dawson, also a young senior, doing quite well on the long distance.
Milagros in front, Dawson second. Harry Geary from Australia. And for Milagros, we hear the bell.
Daniel Milagros also a World Championship medalist in 2023, if I'm correct. On the 1 lap, I think. Nice halt there by him.
41-point races today.
Gurmak, also a talented young sprinter, first year senior as well, creating a little gap down to Rick Shipper, but let's see if Rick Shipper can close it in this 500 meter. Yeah, Rick Shipper picking up the speed there, closing this gap to Noah Gurmak a little bit. With 1 lap to go, let's see if we can catch him. Oh, Finn Milling there, almost crashing a little bit at the outside of the corner.
Really good, safe. And we have Björmark with 41.417. Should be enough to qualify directly.
We'll be right back.
You stay here, I have a look on the data.
Yes, I'll be commenting the next couple of heats here, but the time to beat we see in the right corner up there is not right at the moment. You have to, if I remember correctly, you have to do at least around a 41.3 right now to be in this top 16 going to the next round of the 500 meter. Oliver Grob with a nice start, a split of 12.131 for his first 100 meters plus distance. Let's see what his split will be for the 300 meter mark. 26.802 for Oliver Grob, but dying a little bit on this last
now
lap.
attack on the inside.
Yeah.
This was a great passing.
Great pass from the Chinese Taipei skater. A nice finish there, close decision.